Donnie here, and I want to talk about our sponsor for the Why Bass podcast, Jim Dunlop MXR. Since 1965, Jim Dunlop has given us what we need with strings, picks, straps, and pedals. And not just any pedals, pedals for bassists, which not a lot of people do. They offer the bass synth, which I've used on the Kelly Clarkson cover with the Toadies. They've got a T-bass distortion chorus a la Peter Hook, the Dynacomp for compression, and all bass players need compression. What I use every day on the road is the Bass DI floor unit to give me that extra punch that my front-of-house engineer loves. When it comes to picks, my go-to is the 1mm flex to give me the attack that I need. Head over to jimdunlop.com and check out their massive variety of pedals, picks, and strings. They have it all at jimdunlop.com. I would like to thank our sponsors at Schecter Guitars, makers of fine guitars for over 50 years. They make a huge variety of guitars and basses, all high-quality builds with the best materials and pickups at a reasonable price. Of course, Schecter offers a rip-roaring selection of bass guitars, as are the Model T4 and the Corsair. And right now, Schecter is celebrating 50 years of craftsmanship, innovation, and tone with their 50th anniversary collection. Head on over to schecterguitars.com and check it all out. Again, that is schecterguitars.com. You'll love it. Hello, this is the Why Bass podcast with Donovan Blair, and I'm Donovan Blair. Go figure. Hey everybody, welcome to the Why Bass podcast with Donovan Blair, and spoiler alert, I'm Donovan Blair. Today my guest is my good friend Rob Felicetti from Bowling For Soup. We're going to talk Mustang basses, internet haters and why they suck, and getting booed. Let's get in there. Rob, what's up?
Hi, Donnie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I'm good. I'm at home. It's very nice. Just having a nice little this is the tail end of the longest break the band has had since I've been in it.
And how long is that?
How long I've been in the band or how long the break's been?
Both.
Both. All right. So I started playing with BFS in 2017. So it's, we're in the 9th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long was the break?
The break. So we just finished a new record. So when we wrapped that on March 3rd. So awesome. I just kind of went home and we recorded it really close to home for me, like in the Poconos in PA. So I just drove the 10 minutes home at the end of it.
That's so nice.
No planes.
God, that is awesome. Yeah, no weird hotel, none
of it.
Weird room it's in the studio that's kind of musty.
We did stay at the studio because we were doing long days. I mean, we were doing some of the days we were doing, you know how it goes, 14 hours.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I had no reason to come home at night and disturb the wife and kid at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So I was coming back and forth when I could, but I basically set up shop at the studio.
Well, I thought it was pretty fast. Yeah, because I saw that you guys had gone in and then you're not fucking around, are you?
We hammered pre-production.
That's awesome.
At our home studios.
Mm-hmm.
From the last day I saw you.
Yeah.
Which was December 30th.
December 30th.
I flew home the next day and literally got to work with Jarrett.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
So
we went straight through. Yeah.
Wow. That is just awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I would just have very sussed out demos,
Sure. Did you guys mix it yourself or someone else mixing it?
No, it's Dan Malsh, who's kind of like making wave stuff. He's been doing Ghost and Avenged Sevenfold, and he's really big in that. Yeah, he's like a big Atmos mixer guy, and
yeah,
I've known him forever, since I was a kid. Hence, setting up us doing it here in the Poconos. But we did a couple of things with him in the past, and Jarrett and Gary love him, so we're like, let's just do the whole record there.
I forgot you were telling me about that. You said
Yeah.
the guy that did Ghost and Avenged Sevenfold, same studio that you went and recorded at, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that's badass. When is that coming out?
Yeah. No idea. Well, I think we're looking for someone to, work with someone putting it out instead of doing it totally on our
Yourself.
own with our own camp. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and do the thing where we get a team together and make some things happen.
And you own it, right?
Yeah, we recorded it, we funded it, so at this point, let's just get it out there in collaboration with others.
I just went through that 3-year hell myself. When we're done, we're going to have a little quick discussion, okay?
Okay, that's off the record.
Off the record, literally. Yes, exactly. But, dude, thank you again for doing this.
Yeah.
We hadn't really got to meet. We met a few years ago, I think, in Lubbock, right?
Yes, was it that weird show we did?
We got
Not
booed.
weird, but it was like...
Yeah.
It was like us and Toadies Bowling for Soup and
Collective Soul.
Collective Soul. That's
we
what
got
it was. The shiny
in
coats.
Lubbock.
You got booed?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. Yo, I think you guys were in the back. It was.
I was watching it.
I'm sorry.
We were watching. I don't remember you getting booed. It's in your head.
Oh wow. All right. Well, no, we got booed. I just think you saw the people that weren't, but half the crowd were booing us. Vaden had it was during a midterm season.
Yeah.
Election season, and we were all pretty hot about issues, and Vaden had it, and he wanted to speak his mind, and he did, and everyone else spoke their mind, and that's the thing is you back up your buddy. We all backed him. Everything he said was true, but we backed him up on it, and if we were like, okay, well, if we're gonna get into a crowd with, into a fight with 5,000 people, I guess this is how we go,
This is the night to do it. Yeah, it's the time to do it.
But it calmed down. And I think a lot of people, I mean, especially since it is Texas and the Panhandle, I talked to some friends that were like, you know what? We didn't really agree with what he said, but by God, we sure are proud that he stood up and said what he said. They backed him completely.
Hey,
they were like,
it's America. Say you got that's one of the beautiful freedoms we have is to say whatever you want.
Exactly. And he did. And they were like, well, I mean, some people aren't for us as musicians, coming out and saying stuff, and then some people are. And I think it's one of those things at night. What's in your heart? And Vaden it was on his heart that night, and he needed to say something to feel better about himself. And like I said, we backed him up. Yeah, and I was glad that the people that I was talking to were, they respected the shit out of him for saying that, especially against a crowd that he knew was not going to like what he said. They were like, the balls on that guy. I went, yeah, well, I mean, he says what he says. It's rock and roll. It's rock and roll. And you got to say, and I think if you have something to say it. If not, it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we know we're like, with Bowling for Soup, our show is so centered about just having fun and fucking around and making each other laugh and stuff. So we just never, and it's not even some like stated rule. We just never think to bring that into the conversation unless it's a joke, like a setup to a joke or something. That's what's more important to us.
And that's what I'm saying.
We're very different bands, though.
And that's what I like, though. I mean, and honestly, the Toadies aren't either. We're not.
No, of course.
We're not my brother's band. See it. Rise Against. We're not. That's what.
Right.
I mean, they are literally rising against things. Yeah. Yeah. We come from the water and boogie woogie. That's what we do. But these days, we do feel ourselves compelled to say certain things, and when it matters.
If you want to say something, go ahead and say it.
Yeah. But that was the night that, we got booed in Texas. But
sorry, I don't remember that. I was too focused on Collective Soul's shiny suits that they were wearing.
Oh my God! Yeah,
nice fellas.
Nice fellas, nicer suits though.
Nicer. If they're watching this, that's the name of their next album for sure.
But, hey, that would have been a good Hagfish album. Nice fellas, nice.
That would have worked really well for Hagfish.
Collective Soul can have it. We're never going to make another record, so they can have it. But I think we met. That's when we met, and I took a shine to you. I just thought, like, wow, they got the perfect guy.
Wow,
seriously, because just your attitude, everything is just fantastic, man.
Well, thanks.
And you're a hell of a player.
That's very kind.
Well, we in Texas don't bullshit, my friend.
I know, it's true.
It's very true. Trust me, I've met a lot of people that are like, I'm not bullshitting. You suck. Like, oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh, cool.
Appreciate it. Thank you. But seeing as you're such a badass, how did you start? Why did you decide bass? Was it just music or?
I like this. So I like the why bass. It's very cool.
King of fucking segues, man. That's what we are
Yeah.
here.
Well, and it's really funny that I'm doing this. Coincidental, I should say, that type of funny, because the day that it came my way to be like, hey, do you want to do this podcast with Donnie? I'm like, with Donnie, I'll do anything.
Awesome.
But when they said it's called Why Bass, and it's because I was that morning, I remember talking to my buddy who's a bass player in a band, but it was about how he played guitar first.
Wow. Really?
And I was thinking, like, man, I was thinking back to everyone I could think of that are bass players in bands, and most of them started as guitar players.
Yeah.
Almost exclusively. And every bass player, I don't know a bass player that can't play guitar.
Well,
come on.
Okay. I did play guitar I did a record, but I don't think I played guitar. I just played bar chords.
Okay.
So we're not going to call it.
You can play guitar.
Okay. Tomato.
There's plenty. You know how many bands that made a living out of playing just bar chords? So you can play guitar.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. You're right. Good call.
So
you're right.
Anyway, it was cool to me. Like, it happened that same day. I'm like, wow, I just had this conversation. And it made me think, like, the reason I ended up playing a bass was out of necessity.
Okay.
Because, like, I actually started as a drummer when I was a teenager, like 13, 12 years old or something. And that was my first band. I was a drummer. And then I kind of wanted to switch it up. And then I started singing and playing guitar in another band that I started with my high school buddies. And that was just fun. And then ended up joining another band playing guitar. Then ended up joining a band at the same time playing drums. And it was just getting, a lot of things happening at once. But when I was playing guitar, I was in a band called Patent Pending that would tour with Bowling For Soup all the time.
Okay.
And that's how I became really close with them. And we were touring together since 2009 or something. So when they needed me to fill in, it was bass. It was because, with Eric.
Yeah.
So Jarrett's like, hey, as a matter of fact, before I even did bass, I filled it on for Gary on the Warped Tour the one year.
What the hell?
That's my little jingle.
Oh, that's
every
you.
Time I talk about.
All right.
No,
yeah.
It's not me.
That was me. Okay, sorry. It was ESPN telling me about Barcelona.
ESPN. Is it good or bad news?
It's not Arsenal, so I don't give a shit.
So. You don't care. Cheers.
It's not Arsenal. I don't give a shit. That's unprofessional here at Y Bass, and I apologize, Rob.
I actually kind of thought it was cool. It was jazzing up my story a little bit. So I was called in to play drums for Gary on the Warped Tour. And it wasn't because he was leaving the band or anything. It was because his daughter was being born. And the timing got kind of crazy.
What year was that?
So they were like 17.
Oh, 17. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So they're like, hey, could you do this section of the Warped Tour for us on drums, filling in for Gary? It's just filling in. He'll be back after she's born and everything. So I was like, yeah, cool. I toured with them enough times. I knew how the songs were differently live than recorded. So it was an easy kind of segue. They could have got anybody they want, but they're like, hey, we can drink beers with you in the bus, and that's easy. So did that. And then before that year was even over, Jarrett was like, hey, we might need your help on bass starting in 2018. I'm like, all right, you just let me know. Yeah. So that's where I'd always loved playing bass. So that's where the why bass question comes in. Comes into play here. Because at that point, I never played bass in a band.
Wow.
I've always wanted to. I've recorded it with my bands before, like had a song written and like, this is what I'm hearing. So I would just track stuff. And
sure.
I always thought bass was cool. I always thought guitar players get all the attention because there's solos and leads and stuff. But bass guitar in songs does the things that make them uncoverable. Sometimes people will be like, why doesn't it sound just like the band playing it? People don't realize the bass is doing all these things underneath the song that they're not even hearing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yes, but I've never thought about it in those words. So I think that's fantastic. That's a great outlook.
Because when you're a teenager and you learn how to play, for me, for instance, and I'm like learning how to play guitar and I'm learning all of Punk and Drublick or something,
Yeah, totally.
Fat Mike has rad bass lines and everything.
He's really
one of my favorite bass players of all time.
Dude, I think I don't think Mike gets the attention that he deserves. And I don't.
As a bass player, he gets the attention he wants for other things.
Well, it's Mike.
Yeah.
But he's also a hell of a guitar player. He plays a lot of the rhythm,
Case in point.
And
Yeah.
he's I think if you went to him and said, and I've even talked to him about being a good bass player, and he's kind of like, shut up, nerd,
He's humble, yeah, but he does the thing like, whatever.
He looks at himself as just an overall musician. So I think that's just an aspect of it, and that's what they needed. But you're right, Mike. I think Mike's a great bass player.
Yeah, he rips. His parts are awesome, and that's kind of my point, where it's like, I remember learning how to play that on guitar, and then it's missing something. Something isn't there to make it sound like the song. And then that's what, honestly, it's that album that got me to think about bass lines and how they're different than what the guitar's doing.
Wow.
When I was a kid, Yeah, that and the Eagles, funny enough.
I'm not going to argue with you. Eagles are incredible. Randy Meisner,
oh, yeah.
Dude, come on.
Yes.
Hotel California is, we went down an Eagles dark hole in the Toadies for a long time. And we were even
Sounds like a great.
They're great, dude. There's a reason they were all huge. I mean, when we were kids, we were listening to all this shit. Them and Fleetwood Mac and all that. We hear it on the radio. Then we get into No Effects or Minor Threat or Black Flag. Like, oh, screw that stuff. It sucks. Yeah. No, it doesn't. We were wrong.
When you go back.
We go back and figure out, oh, that's why they were so huge.
Yeah.
So what was it about the Eagles that just drew you in?
I grew up on like the older Eagles stuff. I mean, it was by the time I was listening to music, it was all available. They'd already broken up. They broke up in what, 1980?
Yeah.
79 or something like that.
80, I think 80, 81 after the long run. Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean, broke up the first time, but one of many. But the older stuff is what like my parents would listen to more. They listened to all of it, but it was more like the first album with the skull.
Yeah.
What's that one called?
I think
it's just called Eagles.
Yeah. My parents were into that one and then Desperado. And my mom wouldn't quit playing Hotel California. And she said she thinks, and my dad was a disc jockey, so he would have to play this shit all day. Then
That's right, you told me that.
And my mom found one side of Hotel California scratched. And she was pissed because she figured someone at a party did it. And I was like, in my head, like, I think it was Dad, but...
Just sick of it.
I think so. But it's such a fantastic record.
Yeah.
So is it just the way that they played with each other? Is that what drew you? Okay.
And I always thought that, for whatever reason, the bass lines always stuck out to me because the old stuff's more country.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of back and forth.
Wow.
He did more than just that, but that's the root of the song. And I'm always like, oh, there's something else happening in these songs that's cool. I always like the stuff that was underneath the main line. Awesome. So I love harmonies so much because the Eagles.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so the bass lines and the harmonies, it's like really stood out to me.
Untouchable. Yeah. Have you seen the documentary?
Oh yeah. All 4 hours of it.
Dude, it's incredible. It really, especially that stuff where they're harmonizing backstage. They're preparing and getting ready.
It's perfect.
It is perfect. It's mind blowing.
If you're in a band and the worst singer in the band is Joe Walsh, you're in good shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. As far as that kind of a thing goes, Beach Boys and them.
Yeah.
It's just, and especially earlier.
The Beatles are in the conversation.
I'm sorry?
The Beatles are in the conversation, but I know what you're saying.
But harmony-wise, like just basically, the Beatles were all, and I don't want to get struck by lightning. I'm not talking shit on the Beatles here. Because my dad will throw one at me.
Oh, yeah.
You talking shit on the Beatles, but...
Don't talk shit.
They were, of course, amazing singers, and of course, their harmonies were incredible when they went back and redid them. But I'm going to argue that the Beach Boys, as far as that goes, might take the cake a little bit.
Well, they do a different thing. They're always doing, like, 5-part things happening all the time, but underneath the main... singing line. It's pretty crazy, like what they've done vocally, and they're recognized for it, so that's good.
Oh yeah, it really is. But it's interesting that you say that you weren't stoked necessarily listening to like just the lead guitar lines like everyone else is, because they know that's what's going to get them out in front of everyone.
That's the hook.
Yeah, because you said drummer first, and then when you played guitar, it was rhythm guitar probably, right? There we go. Yeah.
I was never a shredder, any of that stuff. And I kind of didn't really ever pay attention to the glam metal movement. So like I was never into the big fast solos. Until it got to like Lagwagon doing it, then I
Yeah.
cared.
Well, yeah, and they're following Iron Maiden, you know.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, Jesse, their original bass player, was Steve Harris just mixed with Chuck Dukowski, you know, pretty
It's a good mix.
much. But that's what made them fantastic. You know, they were doing
Yeah.
something
Oh
different.
yeah.
But it's also,
That's right.
I love that because everyone wants to be the singer. They want to be the lead guitar player. You're like, no, 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 no. You start, like we were just saying, drums, rhythm guitar, and now bass. It's like, no, you're meat and potatoes. You're the guy that's like, oh, you think the lead guitar is super cool. Lead guitar can't do shit without what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's about making it like kind of move underneath. Everyone thinks it's just blocks of sound underneath it, but there's cool movement with bass when you're doing the right thing.
You actually started off as a bass player in your head before you knew it, from the sounds of it.
That's it's very astute. I like that.
Oh, I do what I can, you know.
I always thought it was cool, and and then once I was getting into these bands where the bass player was the lead guy, no effects and MXPX, and even like a band on the radio like Blink-182, where half of their hits are their bass players singing.
Oh, totally.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's to me it was just cool to see that. I'm like, oh, it's not always this thing that's just tucked in away underneath. It is part of the front lines too.
The vocabulary. They're bringing it up into everyone because Hoppus, they're such Descendants fans. So,
yeah, of course.
And he's smart enough. He knew he couldn't do it.
He's not playing
Lombardo and Carl.
Lombardo, yeah.
Oh God, and it's not that he can't. I'm sure Mark can play like that. I'm sure he can play those. But
he may argue that he can play like that.
I read his book.
Fantastic bass player, don't get me wrong. But.
Yeah, I think he's full of shit. So I bet you
they're part of their shtick is downplaying their talent. That's part of their thing is we suck. They're all great.
That's bullshit. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he can play all of that, but he's smart enough to know if he does, the song's not going to really be worth too much.
And then he has to do it every night.
Exactly. And I mean, that's going to take some control, If you're going to play and you're going to do these things and in these songs, and then to be able to hold back, like, oh, that's going to take over in the song, and I don't need that.
True.
So
that was kind of one of the things on the album we just did where I wanted to walk the line of making sure the bass is moving and interesting and serving the song.
Yeah.
But not just doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff and stepping on what the song's doing.
I love that. That's great. That's creative bass playing. Yeah.
And this album was produced by Bowling for Soup. We didn't bring in our producer that we usually work with. We didn't hire another producer. We basically, the three of us produced the album.
Wow.
And we wanted the input from Dan and the other engineer, AJ. But we would have to work it out in our heads first.
Yeah.
And then we'd volley it off of them. And a lot of the stuff, bass-wise, fills and things, would be a conversation with me and Gary. Because I'd be like, all right, you're doing this drum fill here. I kind of want to let you have the moment.
Yeah.
And then after that, if the song has this kind of coasting point, let's walk the bass a little bit.
That's awesome. Is that the first time y'all produced the record yourself?
Yeah.
Who did the other
been
ones?
Involved. So, from this time back to 2009 it was Linus to Hollywood from Nerf Herder.
Oh wow. Okay. Nice.
And he's been producing forever.
Yeah.
And then before that, Butch Walker did a bunch with them.
That's right. I forgot. Okay.
And then also this dude Rusty did a bunch, and then I'm not sure, but honestly before that it's way before my time, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think it was probably guys like in Dallas, like Crystal Clear and stuff like that.
They did have they did. They were doing I know engineering wise they did a lot at Valve Studios with Casey Diorio there. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I love that place. I love Casey. Casey is a great guy. Great engineer.
What's not to love?
Yeah, and Valve were a great band.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they were amazing, man.
They were awesome.
But
anything where Tony Gatone's a part of it, I'm in.
Oh, Gatone's a shit, dude. I love that. I've known that guy forever. I love him. I love all those guys,
Of
but
course.
Again, I've known Jared for probably since 91, 92. We would be playing Wichita Falls and met him, you know. And hell, Bernie used to book us at this all
Yeah,
ages
yeah.
club. He was our
At
book.
the place, like his place that he ran, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Where
how we
he would like
started.
even do sound there sometimes.
Yeah, he ran it all. So
Yeah.
it was just but we get off subject. I'll just start going off on a rabbit hole and we'll end up talking about that shit that won't even be relevant. Like, why are Arsenal not number one now? I mean, that kind of dumb show. But so like whenever you started playing, like whenever Jared was like, hey, we want you to start playing bass, did you go back and listen to other bass players or was it already where your head was?
Honestly, it's kind of where my head was because even going into a lot of things, bass was always very present to me.
Yeah.
Because once I, in the 90s when I got into like punk rock stuff, it's face to face,
Oh,
we're two of the
Scott.
best bass players in punk rock. And Matt,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I had this good foundation of bass is supposed to rip. And even Eric Chandler is an awesome bass player. He's always someone that I looked up to as a musician in general.
Yes, me too. I love Eric as a guy, but I did love him as a player too. I thought he was fantastic.
Very creative and solid choices that he would make in his parts.
Yeah, he never overdid it.
Yeah, but he could.
Yeah, he could, but he knew how to hold back. That's the scary ones. When they'll do a little bit and you're like, oh shit. Ooh. That's like 10% of what that guy can do. Oh God, this is gonna be horrible when he unleashes.
Oh yeah, just tear through. So there was these really great, awesome bass players in like the rock and roll and punk rock world that I was just like kind of had in my head when Jared's like, hey, we need you to come play bass. When I say shift into that mode, it's not even really, I was already kind of in that mode.
Yeah. It's what it sounds like from the sounds of it. You were already, it's not like you had to think, oh, well, I was a lead guitar player, but now I got to go play bass. You were already in that idea of being like, and I don't say support because I don't think bass is support. We're just not out in the front line.
Well, it's honestly frequency based when you say that because
good
guitars, nice, right? Guitar is up here, so that's what people are receiving first when they're listening to stuff. They don't necessarily realize what they're catching from the bass.
Exactly. They're not getting they're not getting hit like at a live show. We can hit one note and hit them in the chest. They feel it.
Right. It's like good landscaping. You don't notice it if you're not looking for it.
Wow. Yes. I say this a lot.
But if it wasn't there, you would notice it.
Yes. Okay. Our absence should be noted. That's what I think.
There it is.
And when we come in, it's noted. People are like, "Oh, that's different."
I like it.
Well, I mean, I like just the things that you've been saying about it. I think it's just such a really cool outlook. That's why I love this show. I love doing this show.
Great. I love it.
And just talking to cool people and getting everyone's aspects of what they think about bass guitar. I know what I think. But.
One of the moments I caught it like live where I was like, this is everything I think it is. I was young. I was a teenager, and we went to go see, me and my brother and Ian went to go, who's our guitar tech in Bowling For Soup.
Okay, yeah.
We went to go see the guy that looks like Jarrett, by the way. That's Ian.
Got it.
We went to go see Lit at this little club in Scranton.
Yeah.
And they were still playing little clubs, and it was awesome. And I was standing right in front of Kevin the whole show, and it's just where I happened to be.
Sure.
And he's this dude shorter than me, ripping this huge full scale P bass.
Wow.
Just shredding. I don't know if you've really gotten to them, but that dude is a serious bass player.
Is he still with them?
Yeah. They're still the same original, except for the drummer, because he actually passed away years ago.
Oh, sucks.
Alan, yeah. But their drummer Taylor's great. But they came from like the Sunset Strip thing, literally.
Yeah. Wow.
Like they were a band first called like Razzle, I think, and they were like had the big teased hair, and so they're all like shredders.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Razzle.
they just kind of like evolved until Razzle.
That's fantastic. We all did it.
But like
but
I didn't do it.
yeah. We didn't do it, but we were willing to. Zach and I were
willing to do it.
Yeah, we were willing. Sherman didn't have that. We had one band called Fast Nasty, And that was the closest thing that Sherman had.
Great name.
It really is a great name, dude. And they were a good. The singer could do "I Remember You" by Skid Row.
Oh wow,
Perfect. A guy named Kelly.
That's
McGill.
one of Jarrett's karaoke songs.
Really?
Yeah, he can just do the you know.
Oh yeah, dude. Kelly, our friend Kelly McGill, he killed it. But anyway, so no, we're about to play some shows with Lit, so I will track that guy down. Kevin.
Yeah, watch Kevin. Okay. He's great, and we've all been really good friends for a long time now.
Awesome.
And man, I'll have to introduce you to.
Please do. Please do. Especially if you speak so highly, I'd love to talk to him for sure.
He's great, yeah, and he's a ripper.
Yeah, I mean, especially and then let me ask you that. Like, whenever they said, "Hey, we want you to play bass," this is where we're going to get to the nerdy part. What did you go to? What did you think? Like, shit, I need gear, or
no? So fortunately, this was leveling up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Going from bands that were kind of doing some shit, did a lot of peaks and valleys.
Yeah,
you know, in my bands before Bowling for Soup. Not as established and not as solid of a career.
Sure.
And that's no dig. It's just
no,
just the reality of it.
Same. I totally understand. Yep, I get you.
Yeah. So I wasn't necessarily like, oh my god, what gear am I gonna have to get and collect? I already had some basses. Actually, I want to show you this one right here. I'm gonna grab it real quick.
Get in there. Do 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 do. This is waiting music. Do 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 do. All right, and we're back. Oh, nice. Oh shit. Nice, badass. What year is that?
So that's my it's an original. Good. It's an original 1980 P bass that I've had since I was a kid.
All right, let me describe it for everybody. Everybody, this is
that's right.
80. Oh my god, it's got the headstock, dude. And it's tobacco sunburst, white pick guard. Is that a pearl pick guard?
Oh yeah.
And it's got a badass.
I love pearl.
Is that
so? The only thing I redid on it was just some hardware and stuff. All the original wiring and pickups and everything. I just put some cleaner chrome on it.
Fucking beautiful. There's nothing just a. This is for me. Let me interrupt. I'm so sorry, but you just showed me this beautiful P bass, and of course, I love my Rickenbackers. We all know that, but
I love your Rickenbackers.
Why? Thank you. But I love that P bass. Nothing gets me hard like just seeing an old school, well put together P bass with the old school headstock. I don't like the newer ones. I don't like that newer fucking headstock. It's got to look like that, like what you have.
Yeah.
Or
it needs that. It needs the 70s and 80s look.
Yes, that's a Fender. God.
So I was ready to bring this thing out on the Warped Tour when Jarrett's like, all right, like, come on, let's do this. But they're an Ernie Ball band at the time.
Yeah.
And he did say, Jarrett was very clear. He's like, you can use whatever you want. You know, there's no like, we're not gonna get any trouble.
Sure.
But I'm like, why don't I just get on a plane and show up and just go to the warehouse to just pick up something? So I just grabbed this thing, you know, and especially not to, because festivals are different. And you know how our sound engineer is incredibly specific about things.
What?
Yeah.
You mean I didn't want to show up. No,
yeah,
specific?
It's particular.
Are you trying to call him picky and difficult
for the listeners? We're being as sarcastic as human beings are capable of being.
Oh my God! Yeah, but okay.
With good reason, because his mixes sound incredible.
He does. He's usually right, and that's the part that makes me so crazy. And it would make me hate him even more because he was right. He'd create this furor and be, that, right?
Right.
Like what?
I know.
There's some, whatever, he would talk front of house guy bullshit speaking. I don't know what it is. You know, they're all always in a bad mood. All of them.
Yeah. It's just the assignment, right? Like,
I guess so. But he was always right.
I guess that's what it is.
And I would hear that it sounded like, you know, magic.
But the irony of this story is I would show up and be like, all right, I'm just going to use what's there. And there was a couple of those heavy ass, the Stingrays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great basses. Don't get me wrong. Not necessarily my style. But and they weigh like 1,000 pounds. But I'm like, hey, I want to show into this path of least resistance. Just play the parts, just sing, just
smart.
Make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And by the end of that Warped Tour, I'm like, my back hurts from holding this thing. And then, you know, then I gotten the offer to be in the band for real after filling in for months and stuff.
Nice.
So Jarrett's like, do you want something different? Do you want those basses? He's like, I was like, no, I don't. So he's like, let's talk to Ernie Ball and get you something different. Because we had this deal with him.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, let me just do the lighter one, the Sterling.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And Roger from Less Than Jake, who's another unbelievable bass player.
Roger's a very nice
I've looked
dude.
up to for years.
Yes.
In his words, he plays lead guitar on bass.
Yes, he does.
So, you know, that's like a world I never even could figure out.
Yeah.
Anyway, almost with his suggestion, I'm like, ooh, I'll do the Sterlings.
Sure. Yeah.
So I got a couple of those. And then Edo had a problem with those. Because they're lighter. They don't sustain as much.
Wait a minute. Edo had a problem with something?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I'm going to keep going back to it.
You should.
Wait. And so, I mean, wait, really quick. Let me guess. He had no problem telling you his problem, did he?
Oh, not at all. Like, and make sure he was a couple whiskeys in. Hey, listen.
And Jaeger bombs. 3 Jaeger bombs in. Listen, buddy.
No, he was always he was really cool about it. He would just be like, almost like constructive. He'd be like, hey, do you want to talk about like your tone? Do you like it in your ears? And he kind of start from a good place. Like, are you happy with it? He's like, because here's what I could use. And I'm like, hey, I want it to sound as good as possible for the audience.
Yep.
For the people that are there, that are wanting to see the show. So I'm here to play ball.
He did the same for me. I was new, and he was like, hey, what do you want to do with this? Let's figure out what you want. And I would tell him, and he goes, okay, well, all right. Well, what you're doing now, like, yeah, is it okay? Fuck no. So let's start over.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. Fuck no. But I trusted him.
It is.
And that's the other thing
his birthday
is
today.
You have that person out there, because we can't hear shit. We don't know. We think what's going on, like on the stage, we work on that tone, and we think, oh my God, this is the best thing since sliced bread. No one's going to get this. And then the sound man is like, no, it's not doing shit for me. And so that's what they're literally paid for, is to be honest, brutally honest of like, no, if that's not what you're doing, let's work on it.
If it's not sounding great, why would they let it slide?
Exactly.
So kind of how this all culminates was at the time, I think I was playing, man, I don't even remember the model amp. It was a Mesa something. It was tiny.
Okay.
Maybe it was this big.
Oh,
Yay big. If anyone's, for the listeners, about a foot wide. You could rack mount it with like spacers.
Yeah.
I think you know the one I'm talking about. It's
do.
like super heavy. Not the 400. Not the 400 plus. It was
not the big, like the tube mammoth jammer. The smaller one that had all of like the extra bells and whistles.
It had tubes in it, and they kind of went in these rows in the back.
But it wasn't the 400 plus, the big one.
It was not the 400 plus, which was my favorite amp.
Oh, yes. Those things are, I love those things.
The 18 power tubes in them or something.
Dude, yeah. I blew one up.
They weigh 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to, our manager bought me one, and then I think I blew it up within 6 months. It was probably just idiocy on my part. It's not that I'm that badass. I'm a moron. So, but...
but I had this, it was running through like the standard 810 Ampeg that everybody uses.
Yeah.
So when he started talking about sound, and I'm like, I wasn't so attached to the Sterlings. I'm like, doesn't matter to me. So Ian, our tech, was like, dude, why don't I just drop P-bass pickups in there?
Oh.
Like, how can you do this? Like, I'm going to route it out. He's like, I'm going to custom make a pick guard. I'm going to route out the spot for it. Pop it in there. I was like, if we're getting crazy, let's go all custom. Cut out everything. I cut out the selector switch, cut out the tone knobs. We just capped them at 100%.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't even need a volume knob.
Yeah.
I just want on and off.
Yeah. Fuck it.
So we just had an on-off switch linked to P-bass pickups in a Ernie Ball Sterling, the MusicMan Sterling. And then it turned into, why are we Frankensteining this stuff? Let's talk to Fender. So it turned. I just went from going from Ernie Ball to like slowly turning it into Fender, and now I play a custom done, basically a Mustang bass.
Oh wow!
But it's got everything cut out.
Okay.
All it has is the P-bass pickups and an on-off switch, custom routed pick guard that covers everything. And I think the actual body is the Squier Bronco because it's lighter.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But the neck and all the hardware comes from the Mustang.
Okay. Do you have a badass on there, or like a regular? Is it, or they have the high mass?
It's the you still actually I don't know. It's a good question.
Probably a high mass, I bet, because they had bought out the Leo Kwan badasses, you
Oh
know.
yes,
They had bought them out, and then I've seen them back on the market now. I've bought a couple, so I think that might have lapsed. But they took that technology and they created the Fender high mass bridge, which is it's the same thing.
man. I think it's the one that I know Ian keeps telling me I want to change it. He wants to
Hmm.
switch what's in there, so
Okay.
he always wants to tinker with stuff.
Well, yeah.
So basically, my stipulations were I want it to look cool,
Yeah.
but I was gonna sound is
Yeah.
number one. Weight is number two.
Yeah.
Because some of our headlining shows can be 2 hours,
Wow.
and you're standing up there, and I like to
Yeah.
move around and engage and put in a good show.
Sure.
So when you're holding those stingrays, it's almost like you need spine surgery at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you play heavy bass, man. You play the Rickenbacker. Those things are not light.
Well, dude, I played a MusicMan. I bought it in early '96. I still have it.
Like the Stingray, like the big thick one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I played it, and I think about like in 2020, or I guess 2008, right before I joined the band, my wife noticed this like lump on my back, and she was afraid it was
Man.
cancerous. I'm like, what? So
Wow.
they had it, they took it off and they had it biopsies, and it was just basically a big callus from that fucking
A
base.
callus.
Yeah. It was just a
Holy
growth
shit.
had grown up off of my back. Like that, for the viewing audience, for the listening audience, about
Yeah.
maybe half an inch, you know?
Wow.
And the guy got rid of it. But now, about a year or so ago, she said it's coming back. So
Wow.
I got that going.
Maybe it's time to jump to the Mustang. I've been
But,
getting I get shit for playing a short scale. I've
oh,
heard, and not shit. It's not
fuck
from
those
anybody that
people.
fucking matters. It's
No.
stupid idiots on
Uh-uh.
Instagram that just want to talk shit.
That's you know what? That's people who last I looked weren't on fucking stage like you are. So there are probably also the
But you
same ones who
you
are
can't
paying
help but
money to
read the
come
comments
see.
on things.
Yeah,
You
and
know what
and
I mean?
that's
You can't.
yeah, you can't.
It's just part of our world. It's part of our world.
We have to suck it up and take it unless we're talking to
Yeah.
each other right now.
And then we
And
can just vent about it. That stupid dick.
well, seriously, it does suck though. It does. I mean, I
Yeah.
think the other thing is Gary and Jarrett don't give two shits. And
Yeah.
Ito
For
doesn't
the
give a
most
shit.
part, we talk about it, and we have a little therapy session sometimes about stupid things people say about us on, But
Oh
it's,
no,
it's
I'm
just part of
saying
it.
they don't care about what you're playing. You're
Oh,
happy.
no, not at
So
all. They actually were.
fuck everyone.
When I first got those, what we call the horse bass, because it's a Mustang and a Bronco,
Oh.
so it's the horse. When we kind of had those done and ready to tour and had them out, the first thing Jarrett was like, "That's a fucking rad bass."
Yeah.
Actually, I remember where we played. It was at the man. What's that place in Dallas? It's like a really long room, like shallow and wide, like the Longhorn something
There
or other.
is a
The ballroom,
Longhorn
or
Bomb Factory.
not Bomb Factory.
It
No,
was
it's
the
like a
Longhorn
place that's
Ballroom.
like kind of it's like his like this. What did like the Sex Pistols played there?
Oh
or
yeah,
something,
Longhorn.
and like Waylon
Yeah.
Jennings played there. That's
Yeah.
the place, right?
Yeah.
That was the first. Yeah, it was us with 1100 Springs.
Oh fuck.
It's that
God, I
thing,
love
that show they
1100
do where
Springs. Yep.
they do this like kind of annual thing where it's like a rock and punk band and like a country band.
I remember that show. That's right. Tammy went to that. We couldn't go.
Okay.
We were doing something that a few nights before I think Rez actually went because he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just.
It was probably like an in and out show for me, so I don't remember any
You
of the
can't
hanging.
get better. That's a great lineup, dude. You can't get better than 1100
Oh, yeah.
Springs.
Dude,
I mean,
Matt Hillier is one of my favorite voices
oh,
of singing ever.
yeah, dude. And their bass player, Steve Berg, is a fucking titan, dude.
And he plays a Mustang bass.
No shit.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I was like, it's a sign, because they were right before us. And I'm like, yes.
Well, then that's all you need, because I mean,
Yeah.
if Steve Berg does it, then that's kind of like,
It's okay to do it. That's it's your pass.
That's my pass. If Steve does it and he's like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, dude, I'm like not even pushing 5/8. So short scale for me is just comfortable. I record with a P bass. Like the last record we did, I probably did 3 songs on the P bass. That one I showed you, the
Oof,
1980.
Nice. Yeah.
And I did most of the album on this Mustang just because it sounded awesome going through this piece of gear we were using. we basically put the bass through the SSL Revival 4000.
Oh,
I
wow.
think that's what it's called.
Okay.
It's like a channel strip that's supposed to mimic those old huge console discs.
Badass.
Yeah.
Is it
so
a
we actually,
plug-in?
our band did like, no, it's a strip.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah, it's a physical channel strip that then you run it through all the stuff that I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but we actually did the demo for that piece of gear last year. We recorded a song as like the rollout for that piece of gear.
Wow.
At the studio. That's what like led us to doing the album here. That's
Oh.
so SSL was there. They were filming it and everything.
Okay.
So Dan was like, he's like, dude, bring that little Mustang bass again. It's like everyone was talking about how rad it sounded through this channel strip.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Well, and that's but look at it this way. Yeah, you could be doing what everyone is fucking doing, you know? You could be playing the jazzes, you know. You could be doing, you know, the Sterlings like Roger.
Yeah.
Or you could be playing Rickenbackers or something else, but you're playing what you want to fucking play and you're doing your own thing to it. And so that's what's fucking great about this. It's making
it's
it
what's
your
comfortable
own.
for you.
Yeah.
And what's comfortable because like you have to play it the whole time. And it's, to me, it's playing a show isn't fun when you're thinking about what you're playing and if it's not comfortable to play in and the playing the song should be the last thing you're thinking about.
I could
during a show.
not. Yeah, I totally agree, man. And plus with you guys, you're exuding a good time. If you're not having a good time, then you're faking it. And then people are going to know.
Then the show isn't happening.
Yeah, the show's not happening. I mean, and it's music. Who fucking cares?
Right. What's the difference? If I'm up there with a shoebox and rubber bands on a stick, if it sounds rad for the show, who cares?
Well, the other thing is if your band love it, if the other people in your band love what you're doing, it doesn't matter what I'm playing, how it sounds or anything. If I like it, cool. If the other three guys like it, I don't give a shit. So Gary and Jarrett like it. It doesn't matter what anyone in the world on the fucking internet or anything means.
On each other's gear.
Yeah.
Jarrett's got that little Axis. That thing is awesome. That little Ernie Ball Axis.
Yeah, is that the Texas one?
Gary's been... Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a couple, but the Texas, it's the same model for all of them. The Texas, the Pittsburgh Steelers one, and the Miller Lite one.
Oh, that's right. Okay, gotcha.
It's all the same model. It's all the same kind of thing. And then Gary's been playing an acrylic kit lately.
Nice.
It's so punchy, and it sounds awesome like in our in-ears.
Wow.
Well, and just in general, but it's just really cool.
That's badass.
So we're all stoked on our sounds.
Great. See, and that means you're going to go out and tour because you've probably got a shitload of tours coming up, which... Let's segue into
starting
that.
Tomorrow.
King of segues. I'm telling you, it's what we do here at Y-Bass.
Got it.
So what's next then? For you and your badass bass.
Hell yeah. I'll be meeting my basses in Florida tomorrow. We're playing Busch Gardens on Friday.
Nice.
It should be fun.
With who?
It's just us. I think it's just one of those things it's like the night before us is like Hanson or something, you know what I mean? And then like after us is the Beach Boys. Like it's one of those, that's what they do kind of what they do at Epcot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which we did last year. And then I'll fly home Saturday, and then Monday go to Australia. Us and Frank Turner, which is going to be rad.
No shit.
Yeah.
He's
the man. Talk about musicians, that band.
Yeah, dude. I guess they just did Descendants too. He just did the whole country with the Descendants.
They never stop. They never stop touring.
No. Fuck.
Yeah.
How long is that tour?
Till the 12th of May. So I think it's just shy of 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Then we do Hawaii on the way home, which is great to break up the trip and to just go to Hawaii.
Where are you playing in Hawaii?
Somewhere in Honolulu. I forget, in Oahu. Well, the island of Oahu, in Honolulu.
Okay.
I forget the name of the club. Which is terrible. I should know it, but...
No, that's fine. Just so everyone knows, the Toadies and BFS have the best booking agent in the world, Andy Summers.
That's right.
So he's the
as
best.
Good as it gets.
Oh yeah, I mean that's one reason why we all can pay our mortgages. Thank you, Andy.
And he looks like Larry David.
Talks like him too. First time I met him, I'm like, holy shit, you know.
He's my kind of people. We're both from New York.
Dude, yeah, and when Andy talks, people we stop and listen. Whatever we're doing, he'll just start talking. And the coolest stories.
Oh yeah, he's got plenty of stories.
Oh, he's got everything, dude. I can't wait to. I guess we're gonna see him in Denver soon or
That'll
so.
be fun. Yeah, yeah, Denver. He's got a great life because he gets up every morning and goes skiing before he goes to work.
That's why they moved. Yeah.
I just want to go skiing every day. He just gets up and goes skiing and then pops in his office, checks out how things are going.
Yeah. Why
It's
not?
awesome. I mean, he's living the dream.
He
He's the
really
real
is.
rock star.
Yeah, he really is. He's the guy behind the rock stars.
He is the rock star.
He is
so
to
funny.
us.
In this world though, there's so many people that aren't musicians that actually are rock stars. Like
Yeah.
I've gotten the great opportunity to sit in when Tom Lord Alge was mixing a song of ours.
Oh, that's nice.
He
Awesome.
I just hung out with him, and then he invited me to come stay at his house.
Wow.
And that dude lives like a rock star. It's so cool. There's pictures of him like with Steven Tyler in his house, at his house, drinking at his bar. Like it's just that's the life he lives. Instead of a dining room table, there was a pool table surrounded by Diamond Records by the Rolling Stones and that stuff. He's the Genesis and Phil Collins, and
Jesus
that's a rock star.
It really is. Yeah. They don't, and they have more to do with any of that than like, so that rock star could just have that one record. He's got 25 or 30 of those things.
Yeah, they're all over his house. It's great.
Yeah.
You go in the bathroom and there's like, a Blink-182 album in there. And he's like, not that he just didn't have room for it because he's got the freaking Rolling Stones up in his dining room,
His brother did a lot of my brother's records, Chris.
Yeah.
He was their main.
Chris did a Bowling for Soup record too.
Which one?
Sorry for Partying.
Oh, wow. No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a really good punchy style. Both of them do.
Yeah, Chris has his own plugins and stuff. Like he's got his own like suite of plugins for Pro Tools.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm saying these dudes are rock stars.
They are. They're the guys behind the guy. We're all going out and selling it, and these guys are like, I'm going to go to an air-conditioned studio, pop another one out. Bye. You know?
Then I'm going to go to partying all night.
But after, so do y'all have anything, like you said you're figuring out the record, right?
Yeah, we're figuring out when that's going to be released and in collaboration with whom and if, however that's going to happen, we're not sure yet. Still a conversation.
Sure.
We just know it's done. We just got all the mixes back. It's awesome.
Awesome.
I'm telling you, I'm not just saying this because I'm not even promoting the album yet, but we all think it's the best Bowling for Soup record yet.
Awesome. Fantastic.
We all feel that way.
Good.
And it's not just saying that because it's the newest. It's like we just feel like it's the best work the band's ever done.
One of those things you just know in your heart. Like, no, it's not because it's new. It's not the new toy because you've been living with it forever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not the new toy thing. Because at first that's easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But we're still so stoked about it. That's and even our management's like, wow. That's a big thing.
Well, I know your management. Talk about people who will not bullshit you.
Exactly. They just won't say anything at all. If it's not...
That's all they know is to not like, wait, what is this word bullshit? Yeah.
Right.
So it's not in their vocabulary,
Exactly. We're gonna figure out what to do with that.
Good.
As everything else is happening, because then we're doing the UK with Frank Turner.
Oh my God. That's gonna be amazing.
That's gonna be great. Hell yeah. And then we have the whole rest of the summer in the US with Simple Plan.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's going to hit the entire country, right?
We're doing that. And then after that, we're working on hitting up some other markets with the Bowling for Soup show. Okay. Whether it's promoting the record or not, we're not sure yet.
I love it that y'all are just going.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, we don't have a record out. We have one made. We don't have it out, but watch this. We're going. Because people want to see you.
Yeah. And even if we're not straight up supporting the record yet, I mean, I would think it would be getting closer to the having a release date and having something to talk about with the record. So maybe we play a couple of new songs.
Well, because this is a different time. We don't have to do the whole thing where we've got to wait to go tour until we put out a record and all of that shit.
The cycle.
Yeah, cycles don't exist anymore. No. They don't. You can put out singles.
It's your own cycle.
Yeah, we create the cycle where people, we're owning the records. We're making enough money where we can all pay for them ourselves and kind of eschewing the whole label thing. Yeah. They don't like that shit, I
honestly, this is not a facetious statement. Until we started talking about maybe doing this with a label, I forgot labels existed.
Yeah.
And I really mean that in a way, like, not like, fuck them, I'm glad they do. But when you're a kid and you're playing in a band and you start getting serious about it, the next logical step is, oh my God, you need a record label to support this.
Yeah.
You need a record label. You need this. I don't think that's the conversation anymore.
No, I don't think it's the one that we have to have anymore these days. We don't.
It isn't. It's not.
Other people do. I don't think you guys definitely don't. I think we're both.
Sure, but I don't even think younger bands do. It's not what it used to be, because like now it's like just do it yourself on TikTok and you might get your shit blown up on Apple Music.
You're right. Well, but I'm saying, like, as far as the supporting it with a tour and things like that, it's
sure.
We're both lucky enough to be in situations where we put our fingers up and there's a tour. People want to see us. But you're right. Bands can just do what they want. They can go on Bandcamp, release it, do some things online, and there you go. There's your marketing.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
And I'm really out of touch with how it works nowadays, because I'm kind of in this intermediate thing where, like, I when I was starting to do it when I was younger, because I like really went for this when I was like 13.
Yeah.
Like my old band with my brother and Ian, we started like touring when we were kids.
Wow.
Still in high school. I remember rolling up to getting dropped off in the van to go take my SATs.
Wow. No shit.
We were out with Catch-22, like, up until that, and just had to make it. I remember Catch-22. Vermont. Yeah. Yeah. They still play some shows every now and then.
Wow. That is badass.
Yeah, but back then I was just, this interim thing. That's where you're like, the record label was still the thing. That was still the way to go. But then it was music streaming, not the way it is now, but like music sharing. Sure. Napster and LimeWire and stuff.
Yeah.
Became like the new normal of how music gets put out there and how people would distribute it and how people would consume it.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that kind of turned into the digital era. And then that's kind of killed the record label traditionally.
Yeah. And it's given us more control. And now vinyl's coming back. Vinyl is selling.
Oh, people like CDs again.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't even have a CD player in my car. I bought it brand new.
Dude, that's so funny. Me and my wife were talking about this. Like, in our home, in our vehicles, if someone gave me a CD or a DVD, I'd have no way of listening or watching it.
Me either.
Even on this computer I'm talking to you on.
Oh yeah, no. I'm looking at mine. No CD player. Nothing.
I couldn't do it.
No way.
That's where we are now.
We got rid of our CD players. I mean, I have a PlayStation, so I think that might be able to do it. But
it can.
Yeah.
You got to get the dust off of the PlayStation.
No, that thing doesn't have dust. I play it all the time. I'm a fucking
you're
nerd.
on it? Okay.
All
right.
Yeah, I'm a dork. But but you're right. But it's like CDs and vinyl are coming back. It's like things are swinging back, except it's good because we have more control over this shit.
True.
We're all owning it. We're owning the recording process. We're owning the masters and figuring out what we want to do with that and taking control of our lives instead of being told what to do. We're telling everyone.
Yeah, if you go and finance your record first and then you go to collaborate with someone else to release it, you have a little bit more of a starting point in the conversation instead of like, hey, gimme, we want to go record.
Exactly, and you're just going
hey, it's done.
Yeah, and I think that's also the fans end up supporting even more because they know they're supporting you. Definitely, right then and there.
Yeah, when it's just a straight up one-to-one exchange.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, do this whenever the record comes out. Come back on.
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to. Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's do that. And also, this is because I'm a guy that thinks of these things. You should talk to, who is it at Fender that you're talking to? Is it Jason or Michael?
I think Ian was talking to Billy at Fender.
Oh, okay. I don't know Billy. Okay.
I don't know.
But
I might be wrong too.
You should talk to them about a Rob model. You could call it the Bronco.
The horse.
The horse. Why not? Fucking talk about it. Dude, you should do it.
And it's simpler.
That or find someone to do it for you.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Ian pretty much did it. We want to talk to Fender about it because it's like, let's just make it a thing where at first, like, let's see if anybody's interested in it. It's just this very, I don't know, I never knew why a bass had a volume knob on it.
Well, and here's another thing.
Do you ever roll it back?
Oh, fuck no. You're
playing it 100% every time.
If I dime everything on my basses, I'm not like the nuanced guy like, well, I want to add some mid.
Same. You're not changing the selector switch. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no, I like Cliff Burton. Like, bing,
I feel like everyone does.
Well, and I think this is one thing that I figured out, like, and I think it's because of punk rock. Look at Mark Hoppus. He had those basses that were basically kind of like a jazz bass with one P bass pickup in it.
It's super similar, and his pickups are inverted.
Yes,
because
why not?
The back is up, and the top is towards the bottom strings, and he just has one volume knob on it.
Well, and then I
went one step further.
Well, but look at Mike Herrera. Mike plays.
He's got that awesome custom Ernie ball,
but they're passive. Mike was the first person I heard about making MusicMan's passive.
Passive, because that's their thing, is the big active pickups, those huge.
Yeah, and he just didn't like the tone of it, so he just ripped all that shit out. He ripped out the preamp, and it's just a passive thing. So that's always been Mike's thing. He plays them in MXPX and Goldfinger,
Yep.
And
he's got like a signature sound.
He does. Another great guy. I love Mike too.
And great bass player.
Oh, Mike's fantastic. Always has been.
Yeah.
But
he's always a pleasure to be around.
Yes. I mean, and that's the thing, is like you're taking that one step further. So these guys are doing all that stuff and kind of redoing things. I say fuck everyone and bring the short scale back, make it cool.
I'm in, right? Short scale for short dude.
Well, I mean, just short scale, period. I love short scales. I love playing on them.
But it's the reason I want to do it, because I'm just used to guitar.
Yeah.
At first, and then I was playing the Stingray, playing the P bass. Like, I love them; they sound great, feel great. But it's just like when I'm going up on the one, I'm like, it's too far up.
Exactly. Well, and again, as musicians, we have to play what we want to play, what make us happy,
what's comfortable for you.
That's exactly, or you're not going to be able to make music, and that's the whole point. Yeah. I mean, that's just it. That's what we are as musicians. It doesn't matter what it is. Totally. If it makes you happy and be able to get out what's in your heart out there, who fucking cares what it looks like, what it is, how it is? That's your instrument.
Yeah. So, literally.
I'd say literally, exactly. All right. I think that's a good one to end on. Awesome.
I like you wrapped it all up. You're a pro, man. You got this.
Fuck. We here at Y-Bass know what we're doing. No, we don't. Okay. So, dude, thank you so much, Rob, for doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for inviting me. I'd love to come back when the record's out.
Oh my God. Yeah. As soon as it comes out, I want to have you back, please.
Let's do it.
And just spinning.
And something tells me you can probably hear it before it comes out.
I might know of some people.
I know people.
I know you.
You know me. You know everyone in the band. You know our agent. You know our management.
I got a lot of people. I can get it.
I think you're in good shape here.
Dude, thank you again for just spending an hour. Course. I know you got to fly tomorrow and just spending your time away from your family. So that means a lot. I appreciate you.
Of course. Anything for you, Donnie.
Back at you, buddy. Anything you ever need from me, you let me know, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
All right. I'll see you soon, man.
Later.
That was Rob, folks. I love that guy. We'd only met a couple of times, but he's just a great soul. And I really loved his insights about bass playing. And it seemed like he was always not a background guy, but he started with drums, then rhythm guitar, and then bass. So he really did understand the support aspect that most bass players have. He was already primed and ready for it, and mentally he was there. So just a great guy. His band just definitely, a couple of months ago, they played Wembley Arena in England and sold it out. So I don't know many people who've done that. That's fantastic. So great guy, and I know they're going to be out on tour this summer with a Simple Plan. By the time of this recording, I think they're already in Australia. So definitely go see them, go support them. I've known those guys for, probably 34, 35 years now, and I'm just super proud of the success that they've had. And one more thing, I want to have a nice shout out to our sponsors at Jim Dunlop MXR. Please go check out their products, especially for bass guitarists, at jimdunlop.com, and Schecter Guitars at schecterguitars.com. They have amazing basses, and I've got my eye on a T4. It's a Robert DeLeo model for all of you nerds. He used to play those around, I think, Stone Temple Pilots area, probably from pour onto, I think, Shangri-La-Dee-Da. So, Schecter Guitars, fantastic instruments. Go check them out. And thanks again for listening. We'll see you next episode.